तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्।
गजानना 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 प्रथम पूजन गणराया प्रथम पूजन गणराया प्रथम पूजन गणराया प्रथम पूजन गणराया गजानना 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 प्रथम प्रार्थना श्री गणराया प्रार्थना श्री गणराया प्रथम प्रार्थना श्री गणराया प्रथम प्रार्थना श्री गणराया लंबोदरा गणराया लंबोदरा गणराया गजानना 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 प्रथम पूजन गणराया प्रथम पूजन गणराया गजानना 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 प्रथम प्रार्थना श्री गणराया प्रथम प्रार्थना श्री गणराया लंबोदरा गणराया लंबोदरा गणराया लंबोदरा गणराया लंबोदरा गणराया गजानना गजानना साई तेरे चरणों में कोटि प्रणाम 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 शरण में ले लो साई प्रभो शरण साई।
तुम हो मेरे सब कुछ साई।
दीजो हमको शरण तुम्हारी।
दीजो हमको शरण तुम्हारी।
दीजो हमको शरण तुम्हारी।
दीजो हमको शरण तुम्हारी।
साईं तेरे चरणों में कोटि प्रणाम।
साईं तेरे चरणों में कोटि प्रणाम।
शरण में ले लो साई प्रभो।
शरण में ले लो साई प्रभो।
साई तेरे चरणों में कोटि प्रणाम।
साई तेरे चरणों में कोटि प्रणाम।
तुम हो मेरे माता पिता साई।
तुम हो मेरे माता पिता साई।
तुम हो मेरे बंधु सखा।
तुम हो मेरे बंधु सखा।
तुम हो मेरे सब कुछ साई।
तुम हो मेरे सब कुछ साई।
दीजो हमको शरण तुम्हारी।
दीजो हमको शरण तुम्हारी।
दीजो हमको शरण तुम्हारी।
दीजो हमको शरण तुम्हारी।
साई तेरे चरणों में कोटि प्रणाम।
वैकुण्ठपते साई हरे।
वैकुण्ठपते साई हरे।
वैकुण्ठपते साई हरे।
वैकुण्ठपते साई हरे।
वैजयन्ती मालाधारी।
वैजयन्ती मालाधारी।
वैजयन्ती मालाधारी।
वैजयन्ती मालाधारी।
वैकुण्ठपते साई हरे।
वैकुण्ठपते साई हरे।
हरि गोविन्द हरि गोपाल।
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 वर गोदावरी तीर विहारी।
हरि गोदावरी तीर
वैकुण्ठपते साई हरे
वैकुण्ठपते साई हरे
वैजयन्ती मालाधारी
वैजयन्ती मालाधारी
वैकुण्ठपते साई हरे
वैकुण्ठपते साई हरे
हरि गोविन्द हरि गोपाल
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 वर गोदावरी तीर विहारी
वर गोदावरी तीर विहारी
वर चित्रावती तीर विहारी
चित्रावती तीर विहारी
वैकुण्ठपते साई हरे कलिमलभञ्जन कोदण्ड रामा
कलिमलभञ्जन कोदण्ड
कलिमलभञ्जन कोदण्ड रामा
कलिमलभञ्जन कोदण्ड
करुणान्तरङ्गा कैवल्यधामा करुणान्तरङ्गा कैवल्यधामा कलिमलभञ्जन कोदण्ड रामा
कलिमलभञ्जन कोदण्ड रामा
माया मानुष मुनिजन प्रेमा
मानुष मुनिजन प्रेमा
माया मानुष मुनिजन प्रेमा
मानुष मुनिजन प्रेमा
मधुर मनोहर मङ्गलधामा
मधुर मनोहर मङ्गलधामा
मधुर मनोहर मङ्गलधामा
मनोहर मङ्गलधामा
परतिपुरीशा प्रभु परमात्मा
परतिपुरीशा प्रभु परमात्मा
परतिपुरीशा प्रभु परमात्मा
परतिपुरीशा प्रभु परमात्मा
पतित पावना पट्टाभिरामा
पतित पावना पट्टाभिरामा
पतित पावना पट्टाभिरामा
पतित पावना पट्टाभिरामा
कलिमलभञ्जन कोदण्ड रामा
कलिमलभञ्जन कोदण्ड रामा
करुणान्तरङ्गा कैवल्यधामा
करुणान्तरङ्गा कैवल्यधामा
कलिमलभञ्जन कोदण्ड रामा
कलिमलभञ्जन कोदण्ड
मुनिजन प्रेमा
मुनिजन प्रेमा
मधुर मनोहर मंगलधामा
मनोहर मंगलधामा
करति पुरीशा प्रभु परमात्मा
पुरीशा प्रभु परमात्मा
पतित पावना पटाभिरामा पतित पावना पटाभिरामा कलिमल भंजन कोदंड रामा।
हे गोविंद हे आनंद नंद गोपाला हे गोविंद हे आनंद नंद गोपाला मोहन मुरलीधरा श्याम गोपाला मोहन मुरलीधरा श्याम गोपाला हे गोविंद हे आनंद नंद गोपाला मंदर गिरिधारी हरे नटवर लाला मंदर गिरिधारी हरे नटवर लाला माधवा केशवा मदन गोपाला साई माधवा केशवा मदन गोपाला हे गोविंद हे आनंद नंद गोपाला मोहन मुरलीधरा श्याम गोपाला हे गोविंद हे आनंद नंद गोपाला मंदर गिरिधारी हरे नटवर लाला माधवा केशवा मदन गोपाला साई माधवा केशवा मदन गोपाला हे गोविंद हे आनंद नंद गोपाला
जया शंकरा भावगोचरा शिव चिदंबरा ओंकारा
भावगोचरा शिव चिदंबरा
जया शंकरा भावगोचरा शिव चिदंबरा ओंकारा
भावगोचरा शिव चिदंबरा
पतिविहारा पाप विदूरा
पाप विदूरा
पतिविहारा पाप विदूरा
पाप विदूरा
जगदोद्धारा ब्रह्मपरा
जगदोद्धारा ब्रह्मपरा
जगदोद्धारा ब्रह्मपरा
जगदोद्धारा ब्रह्मपरा
शङ्करा भावगोचरा शिव चिदम्बरा ओंकारा पतिविहारा पापविदूरा जगदोद्धारा ब्रह्मपरा जगदोद्धारा ब्रह्मपरा जगदोद्धारा ब्रह्मपरा जगदोद्धारा ब्रह्मपरा जया शङ्करा भावगोचरा शिव चिदम्बरा ओंकारा कोई बोले हरि हरि कोई बोले राम राम 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 कोई बोले दुर्गा काली कोई बोले साई माँ 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 कोई बोले हरि हरि कोई बोले राम राम कोई बोले हरि हरि कोई बोले राम राम कोई बोले नारायण अल्लाह बिस्मिल्लाह 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 कोई बोले नानक बुद्ध महावीरा 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 साधु संत फकीरा जाने सब है तेरो नाम 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 बोल मन अल्लाह मालिक बोल मन साई राम बोल मन अल्लाह मालिक बोल मन साई राम बोल बोल मन अल्लाह मालिक बोल मन साई राम बोल मन अल्लाह मालिक बोल मन साई राम कोई बोले हरि हरि कोई बोले राम राम कोई बोले हरि हरि कोई बोले राम राम कोई बोले दुर्गा काली कोई बोले साई माँ कोई बोले दुर्गा काली कोई बोले साई माँ कोई बोले हरि हरि कोई बोले बोले नारायण अल्लाह बिस्मिल्लाह,
कोई बोले नारायण अल्लाह बिस्मिल्लाह,
कोई बोले नानक बुद्ध महावीरा,
कोई बोले नानक बुद्ध महावीरा।
साधु संत फकीरा जाने सब है तेरो नाम,
साधु संत फकीरा जाने सब है तेरो नाम।
बोल मन अल्लाह मालिक बोल मन साईरा,
बोल मन अल्लाह मालिक बोल मन साईरा,
बोल बोल मन अल्लाह मालिक बोल मन साईरा,
बोल बोल मन अल्लाह मालिक बोल मन साईरा।
कोई बोले हरि हरि कोई बोले राम राम। प्रेम से गाओ पावन नाम,
प्रेम से गाओ पावन नाम,
प्रेम से गाओ पावन नाम,
प्रेम से गाओ पावन नाम।
राम राम रघुनंदन रामा,
राम रघुनंदन रामा,
राम राम रघुनंदन रामा,
राम राम रघुनंदन रामा।
प्रेम से गाओ पावन नाम,
प्रेम से गाओ पावन नाम।
जय जय रामा जय रघुरामा, जय जय रामा जय रघुरामा, जय साई रामा जय सत्यनामा,
जय साई रामा जय सत्यनामा,
जय साई रामा जय सत्यनामा,
जय साई रामा जय सत्यनामा।
प्रेम से गाओ पावन नाम,
प्रेम से गाओ पावन नाम।
राम राम रघुनंदन रामा,
राम रघुनंदन रामा।
प्रेम से गाओ पावन नाम,
प्रेम से गाओ पावन नाम।
जय जय रामा जय रघुरामा,
जय रघुरामा,
जय साई रामा जय सत्यनामा,
जय साई रामा जय सत्यनामा,
जय साई रामा जय सत्यनामा,
जय साई रामा जय सत्यनामा।
प्रेम से गाओ पावन नाम।
ओम शिवाय ओम शिवाय
ओम शिवाय ओम शिवाय
ओम शिवाय ओम शिवाय
ओम शिवाय ओम शिवाय।
शंभो शंकर ओम शिवाय
शंभो शंकर ओम शिवाय,
शंभो शंकर ओम शिवाय
Swami said there is nothing. How do you best make use of the avatar? Just love me. Many of us, at least I can speak this about myself, that when we come to Swami, what happens to us, one of the most important things that happens to us is a paradigm shift of how we relate to God. The most beautiful part is, he says, now he's a close to 70-year-old man, 70 or 60, I think he still serves in the canteen. He says the most beautiful thing was ever since Swami applied that vibhuti on his chest, this namasmarana has become nityasmarana. He says, I don't have to do because it goes on constantly here. Imagine that little boy's confusion. Should I do in the morning? Should I do in the evening? When is it disturbing Swami? When is it not disturbing Swami? In one stroke of that vibhuti on his chest, Swami has ensured it goes on endlessly. He says it has been 50 years, it has not stopped. What a blessing. He says, I don't have to think, it goes on and on and on. And even now when I'm speaking to you, it is going on and on, he says. Then he tells, the boy's innocence. One day he and his father were walking towards the field. And there is that village deity's shrine was there. So this boy observed that everybody who goes towards the temple would remove their footwear and bow down to that deity, and typically how we all do, and wear the slippers and go. So this boy looks at his father and says, what are they doing? Why are they doing like that? So they say nothing, they're just praying to God before they go in for their work. He says, no, why are they removing their slippers when they're doing that? The father says, see, when you're taking God's name, you should not be wearing slippers, it's disrespectful. Boy says, is that so? When you're taking Swami's name, you should not be wearing slippers? He says, yes, it's a sign of disrespect. Then the boy says, but for me that name is going on all the time, how can I wear slippers? And so the father says, keep quiet, come now. Boy says, no, you tell me, this is a big problem for me now. And then and there he removes his slippers and throws it away, and he says, henceforth I will never wear slippers because the name is going on all the time. Until today he doesn't wear slippers. See, when Swami comes, all of us in our initial interaction with Swami is always give and take. Swami, 108 coconuts, seat in that college. Right? Swami, I will do this much seva, you give me that much. We might not necessarily say it out like this, but somewhere in the mind it is there. Swami, how much I have done? This is how you take care of me. Right? At some point that will come out. Swami, how many people I have served in your name? How many bhajans I have attended? Because in our relationship with Swami, it's always this give and take. Swami, I have given you something, you give something in return, or I want something for you, so I am giving you. But when Swami's love fills us with such deluge, at some point we will feel guilty. Swami, I want to do something for you. Right? If you have a neighbor who every day comes and gives you some dish, I have done this today, take this. Someday you will feel guilty, let me also do something and give. In our relationship with Swami, at some point we will say, Swami, let me also do something for you. Right? There's one of my classmates, his grandfather, he belonged to a royal family in those days. Swami has visited their house and all of that. One day Swami was standing in the portico. It was, I think, when Swami had announced the water project. Whenever Swami would announce a water project or any other hospital, Swami would come and give an entire detail of that to the students and the people who are sitting in the portico. Everything. These many kilometers of pipe, these many things, that many motors, everything Swami would give. As though we are going to contribute in any way. But Swami would, make us feel a part of that. If you go and tell Swami, I'm going to your hospital, Swami said, hey, mana hospital in Cheppu. Swami said, tell our hospital, what is this your hospital? Swami always wanted to make us feel a part of him. So Swami was standing there on the portico one day and Swami was telling, I've started this water project, it is going to cost so many crores. And Swami saying, Dabbu ledu. Saying, I don't have the money. Come, Swami saying. But just as somebody who is really broke, right? I want to do this, but I don't have the money. So hearing this elderly gentleman who was sitting in the portico, he used to walk with a walking stick. We've all seen him when we were students. He used to walk with a little bit of struggle. So he got up from his seat and he started walking towards Swami. And Swami looked at him and Swami accosted him by his name and Swami said, "Hey, what are you? How are you?" and all that. So he goes up to Swami and says, "Swami, I keep hearing all the time you're coming and speaking like this, that you don't have money, you've started this water project." He's saying, "Swami, I'm thinking, my house is there in Hyderabad. You've also come and stayed, no? That house. I'll sell that and might give a few lakhs maybe. I'll give that to Swami." He says. Everybody sitting there, it's a very common offer, right? Maybe he has a house to spare, he wants to sell and give. The look on Swami's face was that of, he was completely stunned. Swami said, "Which house?" He says, "Swami, my house." The story of this man is, he was actually abandoned by his children. And all that was left with him was that house where he was staying. And he's saying, "I will sell it and I'll give it to you, Swami." Swami is asking, "Where will you and your wife stay?" He says, "Swami, I'm already 70 years old, Swami. I will put a tent somewhere and stay." See, this is the love Swami inspires when he gives so much that one day you will come and say, "Swami, permit me also to do something." And that's why when Swami said, Priti Vatsalya Parata Toda, he says, Daiva Prajnato Batuga Jiva Prajna. He says, along with divine consciousness, I mix human consciousness in that and I come. What is human consciousness? What is divine consciousness? What is human consciousness? Swami speaks, when he speaks about divinity, he says, Brahmanandam Paramasukhatam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam. Dvandvatita means there is no raga and dvesha. There is no like and dislike. For God, everything is same. There is no darkness, there is no light, there is no happiness, there is no sorrow. Right? That's what it means, Dvandvatita. So such a God puts upon himself likes and dislikes. To give us an opportunity, "Swami, I like you, what can I do?" You look at him and you say, "Okay, Swami likes this, let me do this. Swami does not like this habit, let me give it up." It is an opportunity which Swami is giving us to love him, because otherwise how else can we love him? The Lord who is beyond this Bhavatita, how do I love him? What can I do to please him when he is not pleased by anything? So he pretends to like something, he pretends to not like something. He says, "I don't like people smoking, I don't like people drinking, I don't like people eating non-vegetarian food." Actually, he is beyond all of that. But he is giving us all an opportunity to express that love. At least now, come, love me, do all this for me. Right? It is an opportunity which Swami is giving, because otherwise we are lost. "Swami, how to use this opportunity? What am I going to do to use this opportunity?" I'll probably end with one last interaction. One of my friends, he was also waiting along with us. One day Swami calls him for an interview, and along with him was Mr. Sinclair, James Sinclair, the devotee from the United States. And the scenario of that interview where James Sinclair was with Swami, Mrs. Sinclair was coming to Parthi for darshan. Her car meets with an accident and she dies in that accident. So James Sinclair has come all the way to do all her last rites and go back. Imagine 30 years, 40 years wife, for 30, 40 years you've shared life with that person. And this friend of mine who was there in the interview room is looking at this man, there is no expression on his face. There is no change of expression on his face. He's sitting there so calm, sage-like. And Swami looks at him and suddenly Swami asks him, "Hey Sinclair, what do you want?" "What do you want?" Swami asks. This man gives a beautiful reply. He looks at Swami and says, "Swami, I want what you want for me." He says, "I want what you want for me." Swami looks at this friend of mine and says, "Best prayer." From saying, "Swami, I want this, I want that, I want this. Swami, I'll do a little bit of what you want also, but I still have my wants." To the point where we say, "Swami, I only want what you wish to give me." You choose and you give me whatever you want, and it is acceptable to me. And Krishna says, when you have such bhakti, you can walk into the interview room and Swami is alone and Swami will be alone. Because this ego would have been completely dissolved by then. Because it is only through that bhakti, Swami says, through that bhakti everything can be happen. Imagine, Swami is just saying, Swami, what should I do? Swami has built a huge organization. Swami could have said, do seva. But Swami said, love me. So that is all it takes. And the Bhagavatam is only that, so that you can keep listening. And Swami says, if you want an object, you can go and buy it in the market. You want a degree, you can study hard and learn it. If you want something, you can procure it. Where do you get love from? Where do you get love for God from? It comes only from Swami. So Swami says, pray to me. You ask me for love, I'll give you. Right? As Swami would say, that's what the Gopika said. Prema rahitamaru bhumalu, prema kuramulu, pempunda. He said, this heart is barren, Swami. You sow seeds of love in it. That is the only way there can be love. So in the Periya Puranam, there is the story of an individual called Sundara. This person, he is born to a Brahmin household, but he is a very, very charming looking child, very beautiful. And so the parents name him Sundara. It's the beautiful one. So one day this little boy is playing in the road when the king is passing by that place, and he looks at this child and he finds this child so charming, he wants to adopt the child. So he goes to the parents and he says, can you give me this child? So though he is born in a Brahmin family, though he is born in a small family, he grows up like a king. He grows up like a prince. Because the prince has literally taken him as his own son. So he's like everything that a young man could ask for. Smart, handsome, with all the money, right? And a very good name in society. So finally they decide to perform his marriage. And it is all set. The marriage is going to happen. And there he is sitting on the dais, waiting to be married. The best moment is of his life, probably, right? Swami would say, Swami told one devotee, marriage ante 23 hours, 55 minutes sorrow, 5 minutes happiness. And this Swami told to a couple who had just got married and come. And then man was saying, Swami, I came before this also, you should have told me. So only after that the realization comes, but that time we think that this is the best moment of my life. So at that time, one old man walks into the mandapa. An old man with, he's dressed in rags, with a long beard, he looks like an avduta, not having had bath, looking so crude. He comes and says, stop the marriage. The marriage cannot happen. So they all look at him and say, what happened? Because this Sundarar, he's my slave. He's my born slave. He cannot get married. So this man says, I've never seen you. How can I be your slave? And then this man produces one leaf where they write documents of those days. And he says, his great-grandfather has written and given to me and my grandchildren and their children, all of them will be born slaves to this man. He says, see, I have the document. So here is this man who is about to get into the best phase of his life, and who's got everything going right in his life. And suddenly, where does this man come from? So he gets so perturbed, he says, who are you, madcap? What are you doing here? Just throw this fellow out. And then the elders tell him, no, you can't do that. He's having some valid document, let's look at it. And then they have a small court convened, and they all look at it and they say, it's valid. So you are a slave, you'll have to follow him. So in one moment, this person's life changes from what was going to be a princely, nice family life. He is walking behind this avduta in his bridal wear, dressed up like a bridegroom. He's walking behind this madman like this, and all the time cursing, where are you taking me, you fool, what are you doing? And then he asks, where is your house? He names one town. He says, in that town, I've never seen you, I've gone to that town so many times. He says, no, you've seen me, come. So he takes him, and as they walk, he says, where is your house in this town? He says, my house is the biggest house in this town. It is the biggest house. And then he says, can you see the Gopuram? That is my house. He says. So Sundara thinks, oh God, this fellow sleeps in the temple. He's such a bankrupt fellow, and I am this way bound slave. And he walks. And he says, "Where are you staying? Tell me, where are you? What are you trying to do? And what am I supposed to do?" And he says, and the man says, "You shut up and come along with me." And the old man walks into the sanctum sanctorum and merges into the lingam over there. And Sundarar is shocked. He's saying, "Oh my God, what is this?" And Lord Shiva appears there. And Lord Shiva says, "Oh Sundarar, don't you know who you are? I have come to remind you of your past." And he says, "You were in the Shivaloka. You were in the Kailasha with me. You were one of my attendants. And because of some curse, he was supposed to be born as a human being. And when he was about to be born, he goes and prays to Lord Shiva. He says, 'Shiva, my Lord, I am very scared of going to this earth, because once you go there, punarapi jananam, punarapi mananam, right? You will get caught up. I don't want to go there. I'm scared.' So he begs Lord Shiva. He says, 'Just before I am getting lost in that world, please come and reclaim me,' he says. 'Please walk into my life and reclaim me and tell me that you are mine, you belong to me.' And Lord Shiva says, 'That's exactly what I have done.' And he says, 'Now that I have reclaimed you, go around, sing my praises. Let people have devotion for me the way you have for me. Go around and spread my love.' And he says, 'I don't know any poetry. All my youth and childhood is lost in frivolity. What poetry do I know? What literature do I know? What do I sing you of? How do I praise you?' The Lord says, 'What did you call me when you saw me first time? First when you saw me, what did you call?' He says, 'I called you a madman.' And he says, 'My devotees, with love, whatever they call me is acceptable to me.' So he says, 'Sing your first verse, calling me a madman.' That's how Sundarar, who later became Sundaramurti Nayanar, one of the great saints of the Shaivite tradition, he says, 'Pitta Peresudi Perumane Arulala Yatthal Maravadena Nikkendri Manuttunai.' He says, 'Oh mad one who is wearing the crescent on your locks, let me always remember you without forgetting you for one moment.' Literally like that, Swami has walked into each one of our lives. I think the choice is with us whether we are going to follow him or throw him out and go back and sit on the mandapam. This is not to say don't get married, don't get me wrong, because Sundaramurti Nayanar got married after that. He went on to live a normal life after that, but after having given him the recognition of who he is. So it is not that we have to give up life in that manner, but after having allowed Swami to walk into our life, we have to allow him to disrupt our life. It cannot be the same way, isn't it? Like a small child, when it walks into the house, it makes a mess of the house. We should allow Swami to rearrange our lives like that. Because it is an opportunity he has given us to do what he likes. To say, "Swami, there is no other way I can express this love to you. Whatever you like, it might be madness on my part, but I will do it because you like it. This is the only way I can love you."
Om Tat Sat Shri Narayana Tu Purushottama Guru Tu Shri Jagodha Tu Skandha Vinayaka Savita Pavaka Tu Brahma Mazda Tu Yatva Shakti Tu Eshu Pita Prabhu Tu Vishnu tu Rama Krishna tu Rahimata tu Vasudeva go Vishwarupa tu Siddhananda Hari tu Advitiya tu Akala Nirbhaya Atmalinga Shiva tu Atmalinga Shiva tu Atmalinga Shiva tu
Om Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Satya Sai Hare
रक्षक भक्त जना संरक्षक पति महेश्वरा ओम जय जगदीश हरे शशिवदना श्रीकरा सर्वा प्राणपते स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपते आश्रित कल्पलतिका आश्रित कल्पलतिका आपदान्धवा ओम जय जगदीश हरे माता पिता गुरुदैवमु मरि अंतयु नीवे स्वामी मरि अंतयु नीवे नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नागेन्द्रशयना ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओंकार रूप ओजस्वी हो साई महादेवा सत्य साई महादेवा मंगल आरती अंधुको मंगल आरती अंधुको मंगल गिरिधारी ओम जय जगदीश हरे नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा शांति 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 समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु शांति 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 जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की